कंटिन्यू फ्रॉम द दिखाओ क्या किया था लास्ट क्लास। ओके। ऑडियो बंद करा दिया था। ओके। So properties of definite integral we have already done, but one property was left, which is this. If you have some integral 0 to 2a f of x dx, if there is some integral 0 to 2a fx dx, then if f of 2a minus x is equal to f of x, then 0 to 2a fx dx can be written like this. This 2 will come out here. Limit would change 0 to a f of x dx. ऑन करते हैं अभी. So if you have 2a minus x is equal to fx, then this is always equal to this. And if f of 2a minus x is equal to minus fx, then 0 to 2a f of x dx will be equal to 0. ये लिख लो एक बार. So we'll now see how to use this property. Suppose you have a question 0 to pi sin x dx. Suppose we have 0 to pi sin x dx. So here we have 2a is equal to pi and a is equal to pi by 2. And your function is sin x. So if I try to apply that, f of 2a minus x कितना होगा? It would be f of pi minus x. f of x sin x है, तो f of pi minus x would be sin pi minus x, that is sin x, which is your fx. So in this particular question, f of 2a minus x fx के बराबर हो गया. That means I can use this property. I can apply this. तो ये जो इंटीग्रल है 0 to 2 है वो बन जाएगा 2 यहाँ पे आ जाएगा लिमिट का and it'll become 0 to a. That is, since वो satisfy हो रहा है, I can write this as 2 into pi by 2 sin x dx. So 2 यहाँ पे आ जाएगा और it will become 0 से pi by 2 sin x dx. तो उसको एक बार लिख लो फिर क्वेश्चन करते हैं. जानवी, जायना, जायना, आन्या, कैमरा ऑन करो. हाँ. नहीं नहीं नहीं, वो नहीं लगाई हमने. 0 to a वाली लगाई, 0 to a नहीं लगाई है. आई हैव नॉट डन एनी क्वेश्चन वेयर आई यूज 0 to a. आई डिड 0 to a, नॉट टू ए. लिख लो. तुम्हारा मैथ्स एग्जाम हो गया? आन्या डन विद मैथ्स?
यस सर, डन.
डेफिनेट इंटीग्रल आया था?
हाँ जी, आया था उसमें.
लॉग साइन एक्स आया होगा 0 to पाई.
नहीं, अजीब सा ही आया था एक क्वेश्चन. मेरे
अच्छा.
को याद नहीं है, बट डेफिनेट का 5 मार्कर आया था.
हम्म. और जानवी, व्हाट अबाउट यू?
सर हमारा 5 मार्कर हमारा.
जायना, हैव यू डन विद योर मैथ्स एग्जाम?
सर मेरे जुलाई में ही हाफ ईयरलीज हो गए.
ओह, तो फिर तो तुम्हारे प्री बोर्ड होने वाले होंगे अब नेक्स्ट मंथ.
नवंबर में.
हाँ, ठीक है. So this property is quite important property, 0 to 2a. So let's answer a few questions which are based on this property. I've shared this assignment with you, na? Definite ka. Ren, you have this assignment? Have I shared this assignment or not? Okay. Yeah, this assignment I've shared. Now let's answer this question, which is based on this property. This is question 57. Question 57 is ultra important question. Hmm? Hmm. 57. Third ka, yes. Question 3 ka 57th part. It is 0 to pi log sin x. It's a very important question where you can apply this property.
So क्वेश्चन में पाई बाय 2 है.
Ma, pi by 2 hai? Okay. So apply the property 0 to a first. You can apply the property 0 to a, and after that add equation 1 and 2 both. Apply the property 0 to a and add so after this property 0 to a, it would be 0 to pi by 2 log sine pi by 2 minus x, or it will be 0 to pi by 2 log sine 90 minus theta is cos theta. So we have applied one property which is 0 to a, and after that you can add 1 and 2. Add 1 and 2. So left side would be 2i, and this would be 0 to pi by 2 log sin x plus log cos x. Then you can use the log property that log A plus log B is log A into B. So 2i is equal to 0 to pi by 2 log A plus log B is log A into B. Sin x into cos x dx. It's clear now? Now in the next step, you can multiply by 2 and divide by 2 within the log only. Inside the log only, you multiply by 2 and divide by 2. So it would be 2 sin x cos x by 2. So it becomes sin 2x. Yes. So now we can apply property of log again. That is log A by B is log A minus log B. So log A, which is log sin 2x minus log 2 dx. So of 2 sin x cos x becomes sin 2x. So 2i will be 0 to 2, 0 to pi by 2, log sin x dx. And here you can take out log 2 common and integration of 1 dx 0 to pi by 2. Or 2i is equal to, this I am taking as I1, and integration of 1 would be x 0 to pi by 2. So 2i is equal to I1 minus pi by 2 log 2. Equation 3, where I1 is 0 to pi by 2 log sin 2x. This is sin 2x. Just have a look at this. Till now, all the steps clear to you? Now we'll simplify I1. We'll solve I1. I1 is 0 to pi by 2 log sin 2x dx. Here we make a substitution. 2x is equal to t. That is dx is equal to dt by 2. We substitute 2x is equal to t. So how would the limits change? When x is 0, t would be 0. And when x is pi by 2, t would be pi. So now the limits would change. Limits would be 0 to pi. And this integral is now 0 to 0 to pi log sin t dt into 1 by 2, which you can take out. Dx has become dt by 2. Now log sin x, can you apply this property? Can we apply this property? We can apply this property. Our function is f of t, which is log sin t. What is 2a? 2a is pi. So 2a minus t would be f of pi minus t. And you know that log sin pi minus t. Sin pi minus t is sin t. So this property can be used over here. Pi is basically 2a. pi is basically 2a. So this I1 you can write as 1 by 2, 2 into pi by 2 log sine t. Since f of 2a minus t is equal to f of t, this 2 will come out over here. It will be 2 by 2, 0 to pi by 2 log sine t dt. So 2 and 2 will cancel. Now do one thing, right from the beginning, go ahead, go through the entire question once again. Just go through every step once again because many properties are being used here. First, we have used 0 to a, 0 to a. Then we are using 0 to a. And in the last, one more property will be used. All right. Now, in the beginning, we have done one property which is called variable change property. If I replace t by y everywhere, or I replace t by z or t by x, so if I replace t by x over here, what happens? 0 to pi by 2 log sin x dx. Everywhere, including dt, variable change you have to use. So I'm replacing t by x, variable change property. But log sin x was the initial question. Therefore, I1 is equal to I. Now, this I1 is equal to I, you substitute in the equation number 3. So 2I is equal to I1, which is I minus pi by 2 log 2. So I is minus pi by 2 log 2. कुछ हुआ ना? Could be. Or something fell. So this question could be as a proving question also, that prove that log sin x 0 to pi by 2 is minus pi by 2 log 2. If in place of log sin x you have log cos x, the answer would be the same. In place of log sin x, if you have log cos x, the same answer. Same process. First you apply 0 to a, add, multiply by 2, divide by 2. One part you integrate, another I1. And then 2 wala property, then variable change property. So 3 properties we have used over here. Now the next question. Next question is, this was 57, right? Question 71. 71 go. 0 to pi x dx a cos square x b cos square x b square cos square x sin square x a square cos square x b sin square x. Sorry. Try this. Applied 0 to a first. हो गया. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. क्या है आंसर? So if first you apply the property 0 to a, so it will be wherever you have x, replace it by pi minus x. Wherever you have x, replace it by pi minus x. Now cos pi minus theta is minus sin theta, but over here we have cos square. So minus cos square will become positive cos square x. Similarly, sin pi minus x is sin x only. So it will become sin square x. So look at the equation number 1 and 2. Both have same limits and both have same denominator. Equation 1 and 2 both have same limits, 0 to pi, and same denominator. So add them up. 1 plus 2. So it will be 2i, limits 0 to pi, this plus this plus this. So x plus pi minus x, and denominator is the LCM, which is common. So earlier we had two different kind of function in the question, algebraic x and trigonometric. Now x cancels out, and you know how to answer these kind of questions. Pi you can take out. How to answer this question? We dividing numerator by cos square x and denominator by cos square x. So after this, divide numerator by cos square x and denominator by cos square x. Do that. Kar lo. So after dividing numerator by cos square x, you have 1 by cos square x. Here you have a square, and then you have b square tan square x dx. So this is sec square x, which is derivative of tan x. But there is a slight problem here. Nahin. Now there is a slight technical problem here. What is that? This function involves tan x, and tan x is discontinuous at pi by 2. Tan x is discontinuous at pi by 2. So you can't integrate this just like this, because tan x is not defined at pi by 2. जहां पे फंक्शन डिसकंटिन्यूअस होता है वहां पे फंक्शन को ब्रेक करना पड़ता है. So what we do is we can apply this property 0 to 2a again. 0 to 2a, f of 2a minus x dx is equal to fx. This property we can apply. Because you can't integrate directly. Between 0 to pi, you have pi by 2 also. So let's verify whether this is applicable or not. So let's see whether it is applicable or not. Function is sec square x over a square plus b square tan square x. Tell me what is f of 2a minus x. 2a is basically pi. So you find f of pi minus x. Sec pi minus theta is minus sec theta, second quadrant. But it's squared, so it will become positive. Tan pi minus x is minus tan x, but squared, so it will also become tan square x, which is basically fx. So we can apply this property. So we can easily apply 0 to 2 wala property. That means this pi you can write as 2 into pi by 2. And this 2 will come out here. So it is 0 to pi by 2 sec square x dx over a square plus b square tan square x. This 2 and this 2 will cancel out. Now you make the substitution. What is substitution? Tan x is equal to t. Sec square dx is equal to dt. And limit change. When x is 0, t would be 0. And when x is pi by 2, t would be infinity. So after this, we have done limit change. Now you got this key point in mind. Since ये function pi by 2 पे defined नहीं था, tan x is not defined at pi by 2, we have to break the limit. You can't integrate. Now what? After this substitution, integral is now 0 to t dt by a square plus b square into t square. Now it's a standard formula. Take b square out. 0 to infinity, sorry. This is standard integral. 1 by a tan inverse, right? Now you can put the limit, get your answer. So what will be integral now? 1 by a, which is a by b, tan inverse t by a by b. Limits 0 to infinity. This b will cancel out. So 1 by ab, tan inverse infinity minus tan inverse 0. Tan inverse infinity is pi by 2. So pi by 2ab is the answer. The answer is pi by 2ab. Acha, pi is outside also. There was one pi here. I forgot. नहीं, पाई 2 कट गया था वो. तो पाई स्क्वायर बाय 2ab. So remember that if a function is continuous somewhere within the limits, you have to change the limits. This is an important question. Go through it. It's a 5-marker question for boards. And also for entrance, it's a good question. Next is question 59. Extremely important question. Question 59, 59. कर लिए थे? ये वाला तो तुम, ये वाला तो 59 करो. हम्म. हाँ. x sin pi x into sin pi x mod. So you know in modulus questions, you substitute the term inside the mod as 0, get the critical points, then decide negative, positive, and solve. 5 minutes. Try this. Limit is -1 to 3 by 2 mod x sine pi x. Minus 1, 2, 3 by 2 x sine pi x. So we have to basically break the limits of x, which is minus 1 to 3 by 2. Values of x is minus 1 to 3 by 2. But you also have pi x. So if I multiply this with pi x, this with pi x would be minus pi to 3 pi by 2. Look at the quadrant, because sine pi x is positive in two quadrants and negative in other two quadrants. Sine is positive in first and second, negative in third and fourth. Minus pi to 3 pi by 2. Minus pi is this. So we move from minus pi to minus pi by 2, then pi by 2 to 0, 0 to pi by 2, pi by 2 to pi, and then pi to 3 pi by 2. So this is how you break the limits. Pi minus pi to minus pi by 2. Then next would be 0. Next would be pi by 2. Next would be pi and then 3 pi by 2. This is x. So when x is minus 1, pi x would be like this. So if pi x is minus pi, x would be minus 1. When pi x is minus pi by 2, x would be minus half. This would be 0. X would be half. X would be 1, like this. Now we have to see the sign of sine pi by x. Next is sine of sine pi x. Now from minus pi to 0, sine pi x is minus pi by 2 to 0. This entire interval, it is negative. From 0 to pi, it is positive. And from 1 pi to 3 pi by 2, it is negative. But we don't have sin pi x. We have x into sin pi x. तो हमें x into sin pi x का देखना पड़ेगा. So what is x? From here to here, x is negative, right? From -1 to 0, x is negative. And sin pi x is also negative, so this would be positive. From 0 to pi, 0 to 1, x is positive, this is also positive. So also positive. But for pi to 3 pi by 2, it's negative and this is positive. So it would be negative. So this is the final sign of x into sin pi x. So your limits will be, this is basically entrance question. -1 to 1. -1 to 1, it's positive. So it'll be x sin pi x. And then 1 to 3 by 2, it is negative. So minus x sin pi x. And then next you can integrate x sin pi x using by parts and then put the limit. Also one more thing. In the first part of the interval, limits are -1 to 1 and this is even function. This is even function. Why it's even function? If I replace x by minus x, the function remains unchanged. It is even function. Yes, will be 2 times 0 to 1. So the first integral will become 2 times 0 to 1 x sin pi x. Second part is 1 to 3 by 2. I've taken negative sign out. To use integration by parts and put the limits and tell me the answer. So when you integrate by parts, x as it is, integration of sine pi x is minus cos pi x by pi. Derivative x is 1, integration of sine pi x is minus cos pi x by pi. So this is minus x cos pi x by pi, minus minus plus, integration of cos pi x is sine pi x by pi. So this is your integral. Integration is minus x cos pi x by pi plus sine pi x by pi square. Now you put limits. Put the limits. Put the limits carefully. Tell me the answer, final answer. Remember these results. Sine n pi is always 0. Wherever sine is 0, cos is plus minus 1. Cos 2n plus 1, pi by 2 is always 0. And wherever cos is 0, sine is plus minus 1. These four results you can use. To use these results. अन्य क्या आंसर आ रहा है? डन?
No,
जायना?
sir.
Rin? Substitute limits?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Substitute the upper limit when x is 1. So cos pi by pi. Sin pi is 0. Then lower limit 0. This will become 0. Sin 0 is 0. Then second limit is 3 by 2. X is 3 by 2. Cos 3 pi by 2 would be 0. This is sin 3 pi by 2 by pi square. Sin 3 pi by 2 is minus 1. The lower limit is 1. 1 into cos pi by pi. And sin pi is 0. Cos pi is minus 1. Minus minus plus. Cos 3 pi by 2 is 0. Sin 3 pi by 2 is minus 1. Cos pi is minus 1. Hmm? Hmm. Minus 1 by pi. Why? Cos pi is minus 1. This is minus 1. So 2 by pi plus 1 by pi square, 1 by pi. 3 by pi plus 1 by pi square. That's your answer. Next question. Minus pi to pi cos square x dx 1 plus a to the power x given a is more than 0. A is positive number. I'll give options also. Pi, a into pi, pi by 2 and 2 pi. Answer this. See, first of all, since the limits are minus pi to pi, you try to apply odd even. Find out whether the function is odd or not, even or not. First, you figure out that. You have function f of x is equal to cos square x divided by 1 plus a to the power x. Replace x by minus x. Cos of minus x is cos x only. And this is a to the power minus x. Are they equal? They are not. So the function is not even. Are they negative of each other? No. So function is neither odd nor even. It's not odd, neither odd nor even. That means you have to apply something else. To try to apply some other property. So decide which property you want to apply. You can apply a plus b. Use that. Use that property of a to b fx dx is always a to b f of a plus b minus x dx. So wherever you have x, replace it by a plus b minus x. After applying the property, add 1 with 2, equation 2. Integrate it. So using this property, this integral is now minus pi to pi cos square a plus b minus x divided by 1 plus a to the power a plus b minus x minus pi to pi and minus pi cancels. Cos square x 1 plus a to the power minus x dx. So if I multiply by a to the power x in the numerator and in the denominator, I'll get this. And notice that equation 1 and 2 have the same denominator. So add 1 and 2 now. After this, you can basically add 1 and 2 because they have the same limit and same denominator. Hmm. This cancels. Cos square x is even function. Since limit is minus a to a, cos square is even function, it becomes twice 0 to a. You know how to integrate cos square x? 0 to pi. So it will be 1 plus cos 2x by 2. Integrate it. Cos 2x is sin 2x by 2. Put the limits 0 to pi. So when you put the limit, answer is pi by 2. We could have applied a shortcut also. The question says a is more than 0. I could have taken a less equal to 1. So when a is 1, 1 plus 1 will become cos square x by 2. We'll reach directly here. If you apply the shortcut, let a is equal to 1, so you directly reach to cos square x by 2. You reach here. I is equal to cos square x by 2. And then solve. शॉर्ट हाँ तो 100 भी हो सकता है बट शॉर्टकट का मतलब क्या होता है No, no, in the answer you substitute a is equal to 1 back if a is there in the answer among the options. Right? Now this question you do it yourself. Completely, whether it take 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 10 minutes. X cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 3 plus x plus 1 into cos x plus 1 dx limits are minus 2 to 0. कर लो आराम से. In the x plus 1 into cos x plus 1, you have to apply integration by parts. हाँ, वो भी हो सकता है. तुम क्या कर रहे हो शनाया? कॉस कहाँ गया? कॉस एक्स प्लस 1. प्रॉपर्टी लगाई. आन्या डन. जायना व्हाट्स द आंसर?
ऑलमोस्ट।
सर मेरा तो 8 आ रहा।
8. ऑप्शन चेंज कर दें? See where have you made mistake? Just check.
सर 2i इज इक्वल्स टू 8 आ रहा है तो i 4 हो जाएगा।
ओके. 2i क्यों आ रहा था?
सर वो ऐड करके 2i की वैल्यूज आ रही थी।
कौन सी प्रॉपर्टी है उसकी?
सर मैंने पहले वो मेरे को आइडेंटिटी x+1 होल क्यूब की वो अप्लाई करी तो
2i
फिर
कैसे आया अभी?
सर वो आई की वहां पे दो वैल्यूज आ रही थी तो वो एडिंग 1 और 2 करके।
Okay. See, I'll do a shorter method for this. What is the shorter method? Let x plus 1 is equal to t. So this would be dx is equal to dt. Now, why x plus 1 equal to t? I'll tell you. This is minus 2 to 0. Look at this. It is x plus 1 whole cube plus 2. देखो. So it is x plus 1 whole cube plus 2. And it is x plus 1 cos x plus 1 dx. If you use a plus b whole cube, it's a cube plus b cube plus 3 a b square plus 3a square b. So I've broken 3 as 2 plus 1, and then the remaining is x plus 1 whole cube. Now I put the limit. When x is minus 2, what will be 2? T. T would be minus 1. And when x is 0, t would be 1. So this question now reduces to minus 1 to 1, t cube plus 2 plus t into cos t. So this question has become so simple. And then minus 1 to 1, you can apply odd even. Which function is odd? Tell me here. This function is odd, 0. This function is also odd. Odd into even function is odd function. And the rest is even function. So it will become 2, 0 to 1, 2 dt. 2t, 0 to 1. Answer is 4. So this substitution makes your question so simple. So make the substitution x plus 1 is equal to t. Change the limits. Limits are minus 1 to 1. So odd even. right? Next. You know how to integrate these kind of questions. Convert sin and cos into half angle formula of tan. Replace sin x by 2 tan x by 2 over 1 plus tan square x by 2. Replace cos x by 1 minus tan square x by 2 over 1 plus tan square x by 2. And then make the substitution tan x by 2 is equal to t. Try. Don't make any silly mistake. So when you put tan x by 2 is t, then you can change the limit also. T cube is an odd function, no? The previous one, T cube, was an odd function. This is an odd function. This is also odd function. Odd function minus A2 is 0. Okay. So this is 0 to pi by 2. 3 plus 2 sine x. That is 4 tan x by 2. Or else you can substitute t directly also, no? If I differentiate this, if I substitute tan x by 2 as t, that means this is 2t over 1 plus t square, and this is 1 minus t square over 1 plus t square. If you differentiate this, it is sec square x by 2 dx is equal to dt into half also. So dx becomes 2 dt divided by sec square x by 2, which is 1 plus tan square x by 2. So this substitution, this and this. And what about limits? When x is equal to 0, t would be 0. And when x is pi by 2, t would be 1 because it is tan pi by 4.
So वो 4t नहीं होगा because 2 sin था.
Hmm?
4t नहीं होगा वो 2t की जगह.
Hmm. So once you take LCM, it will cancel. 3 plus 3t square, 4t, 1 minus t square. 0 to 1. What about denominator? 2t square plus 4t plus 4. You take 2 common in the denominator, and then t square plus 2t. So completing the whole square. Complete the whole square. So this is 0 to 1 dt, 1 plus t whole square plus 1. So now you use tan inverse formula. 1 by a tan inverse x by a. One by a tan inverse limit 0 to 1. tan inverse 2 minus tan inverse 1. Tan inverse 1 is pi by 4. Answer is B. टू काट दिया ना कॉमन लेके, फोर था ना, ऊपर नीचे से टू कॉमन लिया तो टू बचेगा, फिर वो फोर था ना ये, तो टू कॉमन लेके काटा था ना, टू कॉमन ले लिया तो कट गया था वो। हम्म, जाएगी 8:30 पे। लिमिट्स 1 to 2 dx x square minus 2x plus 4 to the power 3 by 2. You can try to apply a plus b वाले property now. A plus b minus x. Will it help? You replace by a plus b. A plus b minus x. A plus b minus x. Will it help? No. It will be 7. Then you can convert to perfect square. Maybe you can convert into a perfect square. And then you can make some substitution so that under root goes away. So this substitution you can make. X minus 1 is equal to root 3 tan theta. Identities. 1 plus tan square theta is sec square theta. 1 minus sin square theta is cos square theta. यहाँ पे प्लस साइन है ना. When you can't integrate otherwise, like no property is working here. So then you can change limits also. Huh? Hmm. And what about limits? When x is 1, tan theta is 0. Theta would be 0. When x is 2, it'll be 1 by root 3. It'll be pi by 6. So 0 to pi by 6. Dx, what is dx? Root 3 sec square theta d theta. What about denominator? In place of x minus 1, we have root 3 tan theta. So this is 3 into 6 square theta plus 1. Tan square theta plus 1 is 6 square theta. So this would be 3 root 3 sec cube theta. Root 3 cuts. 1 by 3. 0 to pi by 6 cos theta. Then you integrate it and you get the answer. Integration is sine theta. 0 to pi by 6. Sine pi by 6 is 1, 30. So it's 1 by 6. So this is equal to 1 by 6. That means k is 1. Right? So next class, more questions. MCQ. Ending the class.